Hey, honey, did you confirm with your parents that we're good to go on the family trip?
No.
Okay. Can I ask why not? I thought we decided last week that we'd go on the trip.
We did, and I still want to go on the trip. I guess I've just been putting off confirming.
If you don't want to go, we don't have to go. But I thought it'd be nice to get together with your family and go to Mexico.
Yeah, it would be nice. I've actually been wanting to see my family, and I think this would be a lot of fun, but it's not any of that. I don't have to confirm with my parents. My sister is in charge of booking everything.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sure it won't be bad. It'll just be a quick conversation. You just need to give her a quick call or text her and say that we're going.
You know that it's never just a quick conversation with my sister. She'll want to tell me all about her life, all about everything she's accomplished since we last talked, all about how much better she is than me.
I'm sure that she won't be that bad. You're just building it up in your mind.
I swear I'm not. I'm not dramatic. I just don't want to have to go through the whole routine of her having to explain why she's so much better than I am.
I know that you and your sister don't get along super well, but it is only just a text. You can stop the conversation if you want to.
It just bothers me that she thinks that she's the best thing on this green earth. I mean, you remember the last time my family got together? The way she threw herself all over you? It wasn't so much because of you, more that she wanted to prove that she's unresistible even to my own husband.
Well, she is definitely resistible. Remember, just as much as she threw herself on me, I told her off. And then I went straight to you to tell you what happened. And being in Mexico, we'll be too busy for any of that to happen. We'll be sightseeing, lounging on the beach, taking in the sun. Last time we were all cooped up in that cabin.
I know. It just bothers me so much.
I'd be concerned if it hadn't bothered you, but I can assure you that she is totally and completely resistible to me. I only have eyes for you.
Oh, that's so sweet. That doesn't make me want to message her any sooner, though.
It's not like something fantastic happens to her every month, does it? I'm sure that she won't have much to say.
Even then, the conversation always turns to her. What's happening to her? It's like she's incapable of finding anything else to talk about than her. I just don't know if I have the mental energy to deal with all that.
Well, I can always talk to her.
I think that's an even worse idea.
I know. I don't want to, but if it makes you feel better, I'll do it. Or maybe we could just tell your parents and they can tell her for us.
She'll just message me to confirm and then turn the conversation to her.
You don't have to give in. You could say that you're busy or something and cut her off. In fact, that might be a bit funny. I don't think she's ever been told no in her life.
I know I should just talk to her. I'm just being a big baby. It's just that she knows exactly the right buttons to push to get me to be upset. It's maniacal.
She's only your sister. She's not some supervillain. Besides, we kind of need to confirm with her as soon as possible to get the best deal, right?
Yep.
And this family vacation will be really nice, even if your sister is there. Because as much as she can't see past herself, your parents are great. They're so supportive, and I really enjoy talking to them.
Yes, they are. That's so sweet. I'm glad you like my parents. I know we have been married for like 3 years already, but it would be kind of weird if you didn't like my parents yet.
No need to worry there. I think your parents handled everything a lot better than my parents.
Oh, you mean with everything?
Yeah. Although they were a bit curious why we didn't tell them until after we were married.
Well, people are funny. They react weirdly to news like that. People would have thought that I was making a mistake or wasn't giving myself the best options in life.
Which is such a terrible thing to say. I can't believe people think like that. I'm just glad that your parents didn't. I'd have to deal with snide comments my entire life.
I mean, people really love to kick a man when he's down.
Unfortunately, yes. But thankfully, they have another daughter so they can have biological grandchildren. That leaves us able to adopt.
Exactly. My parents are literally the best. It will be so nice to spend time with them, especially in Mexico. They've always wanted to go to Mexico.
Yes, exactly. But the only way we'll go to Mexico is if you talk to your sister and confirm that we're going with them.
I know. I'm just putting it off. I'll text her right away.
Sounds great, honey. If you need me to interrupt your conversation with a non-emergency, just let me know.
I'm just talking to my sister, not going on some blind date.
I know. I'm just trying to be as helpful of a husband as I can.
And I love you for it. Okay, talk to you soon.
Love you.
I love you too. Hi, Amelia. Amelia? What are we, cousins? I don't think anyone says sister to their actual sister. I'm just bugging you. You know I've got the wit of a sharpened knife. Yeah, of course. Anyways, what can I do for you? I assume this is about the trip? Yeah, Leo and I are good to come on the trip. Perfect! I know everyone will be happy about that. It wouldn't be a family trip if you both didn't come, and I know it would have broken our parents' hearts. I'm sure it wouldn't have been that bad. But yes, I'm glad that we're coming along. It'll be nice to hang out with everyone in Mexico. And for sure, both of you were coming? You and that weird husband of yours? Yes. Great! Yes, it will be so much fun. I'm packing all of my best bikinis. Although, maybe it's more modest to bring a one-piece. Well, you've never cared about modesty, have you? Well, I have such a rockin' body, I wouldn't want to hide it. I mean, I'm in the best years of my life, aren't I? Plenty of people have come up to me and said that they wish they had my body and physique. It would be a shame not to show that off. But I guess with where I'm at, I should maybe think about giving modesty a try. Okay. Anyways, I better go. And the food! I'm so excited. It'll be so nice to still lounge by the beach with a couple of drinks. Yeah, it will be very nice. I mean, of course, I'll only have non-alcoholic drinks. Are you trying sobriety out again? Didn't it not go super great last time? You lasted like, what, a week? Yeah, it was for a depuffing diet. However, it became really clear that I don't really need help depuffing. Again, so many people complimented me on my face and everything. Bone structure and all. Must be genetics. It's a shame that it skipped you. I do just fine. I know Leo really likes my face and body. Right. Anyways, yeah, maybe drinking non-alcoholic drinks doesn't have to do with my diet. Okay. Well, it was nice talking to you. Hi. What? You're not even going to ask why I'm drinking non-alcoholic drinks? No, I'm not really interested to know why. You're sure going to regret that after I tell you. You know, I was being serious when I said I got to go. I have a work thing to attend to. You're too busy for your sister? I thought we always got along. Besides, I'm sure my child will want to have a close relationship with her auntie. Yes, I'm sure that they will, whenever they show up. Until then, I got to go. I'm trying to tell you that I'm pregnant, stupid. What? I know, it's hard to tell. I carry weight so incredibly well and have such a nice long torso. You don't even really see it. But yes, I'm pregnant. Wait, are you serious? You're actually pregnant? Yes, but make sure not to tell too many people. Wait, I'm confused. Did you meet someone? Kind of. It was all very sudden. Do our parents know? Not yet. I was going to surprise them on the trip. How far along are you? The doctor says I'm about 3 months. Wow, congrats. I know that you're the older sister, and it would have probably been better that you got pregnant before me, but I couldn't wait for you. Yeah, sure. And no wonder I didn't know. I haven't seen you in 3 months. Yeah, you and that husband of yours. And my physique is perfect to hide a pregnancy. You can't even tell. It's fantastic. Yes, you mentioned. Well, aren't you excited for me? I am the first one of us to get pregnant. Mom and Dad will be so excited. I am giving them their first grandchild, which is lucky because everyone knows grandparents usually have a special connection with their first grandchild. It doesn't mean that they won't love any children that Leo and I give them any less. Of course not. Of course not. Anyways, this conversation has already left me exhausted. I had no idea how much creating a whole new human being would tire me out. But that's the beauty of life. I just can't believe it. I'm so excited. Yes, that's exciting. And you're still planning on going to Mexico? Of course. I want this baby to be with its family. All of its family. Okay. The trip is still a couple of months away. I'll be around 5 months pregnant by the time we head to Mexico. Maybe by then I'll be showing, even just a tiny bit. But you know, I've always kept myself very active and fit, so maybe not. Yeah. Anyways, congratulations. I'll let you go now, since you said you were so tired. Right, yes. Creating the wonder of life really does tire a person out. I'm sure you'll get your chance eventually. I just wouldn't hold my breath if I were you. Why? Well, I know you're married and everything, but you never know. Know what? Well, maybe you and Leo won't work out in the long run. Divorce rates are high, you know. Okay, I seriously gotta go.
Hey, honey, do you have everything you need for the trip? I know it's still a couple of weeks away, but I just want to be sure that we won't be running around last minute.
Yes, I have everything I need. Thank you for checking in.
So how are you feeling about the trip and seeing your sister? I know that she's been a bit much since she announced her pregnancy.
That's putting it lightly. She's gotten more unbearable than she's ever been. More than when she won prom queen, and more than when she got that promotion. And she always has to mention how we don't have children yet, and how I shouldn't wait too long to have children before my eggs dry up or whatever. Are you sure you didn't tell her by accident that you're unable to have children?
I'm pretty sure I would have remembered telling someone that. And I'm like 100% sure your parents didn't say anything to her. I'm sure it was just a fluke.
It just sounds like she knows that I'm not able to have children with you. It's just weird. Because if she doesn't know that you can't have children, then what does she think is stopping us?
I'm sure that she kind of wants to rub it in your face a little, that's all. Besides, we both don't want children for another couple of years at least, once we're more established and settled.
Exactly. And I know that, but somehow she makes me want to have children just to spite her. Maybe we should go visit an adoption agency.
I know you don't really mean that.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. She just knows exactly the right buttons to push. I am definitely not ready to bring a child into our home.
Exactly. And besides, the trip will be nice for everyone. Yeah, your parents are excited about the prospect of a new grandchild, but they're also just excited to visit Mexico. It won't only be about your sister and her pregnancy.
That makes me sound like a bad person. I genuinely am excited for her, even if she refuses to say anything about the father.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit weird that she was so open about this pregnancy, considering that there's not a father in the picture. Not that you need a man to be the perfect picture of pregnancy, but you know.
Yeah, well, there's not much I can do about anything right now. So I just have to get pumped about the trip.
Maybe you should talk to your mom. I feel like talking to her will get you pumped for everything.
Yes, you're probably right. I just need to not let Amelia get into my head. I want to enjoy this trip as much as everyone else. And I don't want you to have to focus on keeping me happy while we're in Mexico. You should enjoy yourself too.
Ensuring your happiness makes me happy.
Such a sap.
You love me.
I really do. Hey, Mom, can we talk? Oh, yes, honey. I'm glad you want to talk. I was waiting for you to talk about it first. Talk about what? I assume that your sister told you? Or maybe Leo did. Wait, what? Told me what? Oh, dear. It's best if I don't say anything then. No, Mom, what are you talking about? You're kind of freaking me out, not gonna lie. Well, your sister made me promise not to tell you. Not until she told you on the trip. What? Well, your sister said that she and Leo were kind of having an affair. What? No way. That's definitely not a thing. Are you absolutely sure, honey? You just believed her? Well, honey, I don't know what to believe. She just told me the other day. She said she was going to get about it as a trip, and I don't know what I believe. I thought I'd wait for you to come and talk to me if it was true. There's absolutely no way she's actually having an affair. Honey, I know this is hard, but denying it won't make it any better. There's no way that you actually believe that. You'd be a lot more upset with her if you did. Trust me, Mom, they are not having an affair. Are you absolutely sure? Mom, you know Leo. You like him. You know that he'd never do something to intentionally harm me. I know. Just, why would your sister say something like that? I love Leo. He's great. And I guess if I thought about it some more, it really doesn't make sense that he'd cheat on you, especially with your sister. They're definitely not compatible. See, I knew you didn't believe it. I just don't understand what's the alternative, though. I wanted to not believe your sister when she said that. And you're right, deep down, I didn't. But I just don't understand the reasoning behind lying about this kind of thing. If I had actually thought it was true, I would have gone down there and dealt with Leo myself. I'm glad that you trust Leo as much as you do. It's not even just about trust. He just doesn't have the time to have an affair. He works from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day, then comes home to cook dinner, and by then he's too exhausted to do much more than lounge around. On the weekends, he bakes bread and likes to stay indoors. In fact, we probably spend too much time together. There's literally no time in between that to have an affair. But yes, I also do trust him. He really didn't like when Amelia was throwing herself at him. She what? Yeah, you didn't notice? She was throwing herself all over him. It actually made him super uncomfortable, and he had to tell her to stop doing it. She kind of got mad at him. Oh, I guess I did notice that. But I just thought that she was just being awkward. I'm so sorry that I didn't catch any of this, sweetheart. If I had known that your sister was doing all of these things, then, well, I don't know. It's all right, Mom. It's not your fault. The only person to blame here is Amelia. I just can't for the life of me figure out why she would lie about something like this. And why would she even tell you? It doesn't make any sense. What did she expect? That you would be happy for her? I thought it was weird as well, especially right before the vacation. I mean, she said that she was going to tell you on vacation, but that would have ruined everything. Heck, you and Leo would have been fighting the entire time. I mean, if you believed her. I just don't know what she thought she could have said to make me believe her lie. Like, obviously I know that she and Leo aren't having an affair, so why would she do this? You know, honey, I'm not the person to talk to about this. If you want to figure out what's happening, maybe you should talk to her. I don't know if I want to. You know that we don't get along super well. Yes, and I don't see that changing anytime soon, especially after this. Yeah. But regardless, Leo and I are excited about this vacation. I don't want you or Dad worrying about anything. I'll handle everything. I'll confront Amelia and see what her game plan was. Just because she's doing things like this and spreading rumors doesn't mean that we can't enjoy our vacation. Yes, you're absolutely right, honey. I just hope you girls can work this out. I don't like the light that this paints Amelia in. I'm sure that she had a reason for it. Maybe it's a joke of hers or something. I would worry more about her character rather than the light, but I'll talk to her. Thank you, dear. Do you mind explaining a few things to me? Whatever do you mean? You can drop the whole innocent act. I'm not Mom. I don't know what you're talking about. I want to know what you have against me and Leo. What? Who said I cared enough about you to have anything against you? Okay, fine. Then what do you have against Leo? Absolutely nothing. I have no idea what you mean by texting me and attacking me. I've done nothing wrong, and that perfect husband of yours wouldn't do anything wrong. And what does that mean? Are you upset because you tried to throw yourself at him and prove some point about you being irresistible and then he rejected you? That happened months ago. You should seriously get over it. You're lucky that we forgave you and moved on. Oh, I'm lucky. You know, you and Leo have some real nerve, flaunting your perfect relationship. It's disgusting. You think you're better than everyone else. Well, just wait until I prove you wrong. And how exactly are you going to do that? Just you wait. Everything will come to light, and you'll see just how confident you are in that husband of yours. Okay, you know what? I didn't want to explicitly come out and say it, but Mom told me all of the lies you've been spreading to her and Dad. How could you? What lies? I've only been telling the truth. It's true. Leo is the father of this baby. What? Was that really the big news you were going to share? Stop laughing. It's true. I said, enough with the lies. What are you trying to do here? How dare you say that? I'm your sister. Why would I lie? I guess you care more about your perfect relationship than me. I know you're lying because it's physically impossible for my husband to have children. Huh? Yeah, Leo can't have biological children. So unless there was some miracle or something, that baby is definitely not his. Not that he would ever cheat on me. Why didn't anyone tell me this? Because it's none of your business. What were you going to do? Convince me that the baby belonged to him and I would end our marriage? You don't think I would believe my husband when he would say that he didn't have an affair with you? Can you just shut up? Shut up about your perfect relationship and how happy you two are. I can't believe that no one told me that he can't have children. This was the only way I could think of to ruin your stupid relationship, especially after he embarrassed me like that. Like what? Rejecting you? When you threw yourself onto him, a married man? No man has ever refused my advances. Yeah, the evidence is pretty clear considering what's growing in your stomach. Just shut up. I had it all figured out. Apparently, not well enough. We're all done with the lies. Me, Leo, Mom, and Dad. Do you even know who the father is? It was supposed to be Leo. Yeah, fat chance. Well, you know what? You can all go to hell if you're just going to laugh at me. I'm not going on the trip anymore. Oh, no. Don't take things too seriously. If you hadn't guessed, that was sarcasm. I doubt that Mom and Dad want you on this trip after everything you tried to do. And I know for a fact that the only hesitation Leo had about this trip was you. Now we can enjoy a nice family vacation without all of this drama. Goodbye, Amelia. Good luck with the baby. We did have a lovely time in Mexico. I took over all the trip planning and made a few adjustments to our destination and the resort because I knew that Amelia would invite herself back onto the trip, even despite the fact that our parents explicitly uninvited her. They were heartbroken that their daughter would do such a thing to try and ruin their other daughter's marriage. So when Amelia did text our parents to say that she was in Mexico, they were the ones to happily break it to her that we were actually in a different part of the country. Amelia was furious and tried to figure out where so she could ruin our vacation, but no one told her a thing. Instead, we all enjoyed each other's company and saw some amazing sights. At the end of the day, Amelia was too selfish to keep the baby. She enlisted the kid for adoption. Luckily, this whole ordeal made Leo and I seriously consider adopting. And now we're going to make a phone call to the adoption agency to see if we can adopt a certain soon-to-be-born baby.